This was absolutely pathetic. I don't care if we won 2-1. This defense is all Valverde. It's all Valverde for not changing those two center backs. We might have won. By the skin of our teeth, we won. Because this could have been a tie and it could have been a 1 for the other team. This was one of the most pathetic performances I have seen in a long time. PK and Longley are now left backs all of a sudden. Now we have 3 left backs. This is insane. We have a man sitting there, scratching his head, looking around. Valverde is nowhere to be found when he needs a change. This is supposed to be a team we should have won 6-0. And we looked so sloppy on the pitch. Sloppy on defense, sloppy in the midfield. And Messi is the ball is being taken away from Messi. Changes needed to be done, and they didn't get done, and we won by the skin of our teeth. That is what we're going to expect. That is what we're going to expect in the following matches against the other teams, against Inter or Dortmund, or beyond that, if we do make it beyond that, because, guys, it's looking bad. It's looking bad. This team did not have confidence coming in, and they gained the confidence as they were playing us, as they were ramming us with the ball. They were attacking us. The defense was not even there. Longley and PK and Samero and maybe Jordi Alba were not there. The only defense that we had was Ter Stegen. That's the only defense that we had. He's the only reason. Him and maybe the possession of the game on offense that kept us alive in this game. This was an embarrassing moment for all Barcelona fans. How do you lose possession of the ball over and over again? It's not who we are. It's not what we are meant to be. It's not what we were. It's never been that way for Barca fans. It's for Barcelona players. Valverde is destroying this team from the inside out. We're not going to have a Champions League trophy this year if we continue to play like that. It's an embarrassment. No one on the bench, no one in Valverde's coaching staff is coming up and saying, make a change now on defense. Now is the time. They kept shooting on us. They kept shooting us, and then finally they got one in. And there are so many chances that they had against us that that was ridiculous. It was insane. We kept giving them the ball. We kept letting them shoot. We kept letting them drive the ball against us. And we did not respond. We did not have an answer immediately. It was the most disturbing football game I had seen in a long time. The most disturbing win. As bizarre as it sounds, we won in a very disturbing way, because that game should have been lost. It should have been lost. It should have been lost if it wasn't for Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen can't catch all the balls. And that is something that Valverde has to understand. He is not the one-man defense of the team. He is our goalkeeper, and he is our best goalkeeper. He is the best goalkeeper in the world. But that doesn't mean that all defense stops. We are needing to protect our goalkeeper. Because when he gets injured, there is nothing else that's going to stop like he stops. Because Nieto isn't as good as Ter Stegen. That's why he is a backup. Otherwise, we would already have him as our primary goalkeeper. But this was the most disturbing game that I had seen in a long time. It was a disturbing win. It was a win, but it was a disturbing way of doing it. It was nonsense. This is ridiculous. I can't take this no more. Why Valverde does not make a change? Why his coaching staff does not come up to him and tell him to make a change on defense? Why doesn't he take Busquets out? Why does he take him off on the 77th minute and then finally puts Arturo Vidal in there to try to get something going? Why does he have to wait that much late in the game to try to make something happen again? Because I'll tell you what, everybody is playing inconsistent football. Griezmann I can't even recognize who Griezmann is anymore. Dembele comes in, but he gives us a speed. He gives us a little bit of hope into the attacking offensive that we should have. But my goodness, when are we going to get this man out of this team? I'm not celebrating for this win, because I'm looking at the future, and our future does not look bright under Valverde. It hasn't been. And all you guys know, when you guys say hashtag Valverde out, I don't blame you for saying that. I don't blame you for typing that. This man is a disgrace to football. He is celebrating because we won. And at the end of the game, almost towards the end of the game, you can see how he's getting up off the bench. He's finally getting some instructions done. But why so late in the game? Why not do the changes when it needs to be done at that moment? I'm happy that we won, but I'm so upset at the fact that we could not make a change when it needed to be done. When they are hurting us, when they are destroying our defense, they're cutting through, they're going wide, they're cutting inside the middle, and they're shooting. They're shooting. PK needs to go, needs to sit down. He is making mistake after mistakes. Langley is not ready to defend. We might as well put somebody else in there. Some young buck. Barca B player, whatever, because these guys are not making a difference for us. And when Valverde needs to pick his team, he needs to get the right players and needs to understand what's happening to our defense right now, because it's been happening since day one of La Liga in España. Since day one. Terrible performance. I expected more than this. I expected a 6-0 game against this team. This Czech team, they had so much confidence. They had us like this much away from winning the game. Disastrous would have been a disastrous game. It would have ended up a disastrous story. The headlines, I can see it already. All over Spain. And you know what the sad thing about it is that they're not going to get rid of Valverde. They're not going to get rid of Valverde. All right, that's all I have to say. I have to say what I have to, speak my mind, because this is embarrassing. I cannot understand how we cannot get back into football, back to the Barca ways, back when Xavi and Iniesta were back in the days when we used to have a flow of possession and a finish. Because everybody right now is most inconsistent when we play outside. When we play outside of our game, when we play out away from home, we play terrible. We play with no confidence. And we have great players, and some of them don't even belong. Maybe PK, it's time to go. I had mentioned it before. It's been a while since I've made a video, but I had to make a video because, guys, I've been busy, but I have been looking at it closely. I've been seeing what's been happening. We had a great win against an Eibar team that really didn't have much attack, but we dominated. But we come into the Champions League and we're scared. We're afraid. We're so nervous. We don't have confidence. We don't have the balls to drive the ball in and score. We don't finish. And and today it was worse because we didn't have the possession that we usually do. We were giving the ball away. They would steal it. Everybody's looking at this, and they're going to see what's going to happen in the future. They're going to face us. They're going to face us with confidence. Period. I'll talk to you guys later on the next game. For all you guys, all fans, I know what you're gonna say in the comments. Hashtag Valverde out, and I understand. Whatever we need to do to take this guy out, because this guy is not making it. All right. I'll see you guys later. Peace.